Garden City speel 'n belangrike rol in die ontwikkeling van 17 voorstede rondom Kaapstad. Met hulle 100ste bestaансjaar vier hulle 100 skoolsale. Saam met my is die voorsitter, Stuttaford. Sean, baie welkom, so lekker om jou hier te hê.
Baie dankie, thank you for having me.
Jy is die voorsitter van Garden Cities en jy is net in Kaapstad. So vir mense wat nou glad nie weet nie, wie en wat is Garden Cities?
Garden Cities is a non-profit organization.
Yeah.
That means we have no shareholders. It also means that we have no funding. So everything that we do, we have to fund ourselves.
Wow.
We only operate in the Western Cape. And we primarily build towns in the Western Cape, not just houses, towns where we have schools, sports facilities, churches.
Dit is jou oupa grootjie wat Garden Cities begin het en dit is vir my regtig besonder om te sien hoe julle gemeenskappe bou. Hoekom dink jy het hy dit begin?
He saw a movement in the UK driven by a guy called Ebenezer Howard, and he started the first Garden City. And his principle was, instead of just building houses in rows, was to build a community. So my great-grandfather, he donated £10,000 in 1919, and actually the government of the time donated a farm called Uitvlucht, and that farm is now Pinelands. And over the years, both his sons came onto the board. They were both chairman of the board.
Yeah.
And then my father came onto the board, and he asked me if I'd like to join the board.
Sure.
And in just after 2000, I was appointed chairman.
Julle vier vanjaar julle 100ste bestaансjaar. Hoe gaan julle dit vier?
We have built our 100th school hall this year.
Wow.
We started the project about 14 years ago. And it took us 9 years to build 50 school halls, and it's taken us 5 years to build a further 50.
Sure.
Fortunately, we do it in partnership with the Department of Education, WCED, and they identify schools that are deserving. There are certain criteria the schools need to meet, and they go on a list. And then we donate funds to that project, and they also donate a portion of the funding. It's fantastic to see. And I think we decided to do this because we see education as key to the success of the country.
Is daar enige projekte in die gemeenskap wat julle nog in die toekoms gaan doen?
We are developing a new town called Greenville, which is in Stuttaford, just outside of Greenville. There are going to be 18,000 housing opportunities there.
Sure.
So this is for people that earn less than R3,500 a month.
Wow.
And it's subsidized by government. And then the challenging part of that project will be developing homes for people that are working, so earning between £3,500 and £20,000 odd rand a month. Because you'll find that those sorts of people struggle to get a bond, banks won't talk to them. And that's the area that we really want to focus on next, is closing that gap where people that are working in factories and working in shops can actually afford to buy a home.
Sure, dis wonderlik. Julle is absoluut 'n inspirasie en sterkte met die pad vorentoe met Garden Cities.
Baie dankie.